Whoa, whoa.
Yeah,
What are you doing here?
We're switching it up.
You think,
All right.
you think you're hot stuff?
Ah!
You think you're hot stuff over here? You think you can intro the show?
Dang right I can. Guys, welcome to the Go Home Show. I am Rich McKinney, as always, with my buddy, Chris Adair. Chris, what's going on, brother?
Not much.
Is this a little weird for you? A little backwards?
It is a little weird, because I don't know what my lines are.
Well, we always switch this up. Chris, what's the show about?
The Go Home Show. It's a show for the fans, by the fans, talking about everything in professional wrestling. Everything.
It's a lot of stuff. It's all fair game.
Whatever we want to talk about, whether it be WWE, TNA, Ring of Honor, NXT, anything. Any wrestling show that we want to talk about, we're going to talk about on the Go Home Show. But we've been talking about Raw for most of the time. It's a discussion. It's commentary. It's an opinionated show.
Full of facts, rumors, and what have you.
Tonight, however, it's going to be all about the Royal Rumble.
Oh.
Yeah. We're going to talk about what matches are on the card. We're going to talk about what our predictions, based on what we saw last week on Raw, we're going to predict, and we're going to talk about who might come out as that man who is going to get a chance, going to get that shot at a WWE World Heavyweight Championship match.
Main eventing the biggest stage of them all, WrestleMania 30. Triple X. Family show, though. Nothing inappropriate.
None of that shenanigans on the internets.
Yeah, none of that's, hopefully. I don't know. Maybe Edge and Lita will show up.
So let's talk about the Rumble. The first match at the Royal Rumble, it's going to be the Brotherhood, Cody, Rhodes, and Goldust, taking on the New Age Outlaws. Who do you think's going to come out on top?
It's so tough.
It's because you want the Usos.
Yeah, the Usos for so long they've been making progress. They've been taking pretty big strides in terms of legitimacy as a tag team, and I think they've definitely earned their shot. I think Road Dogg and Billy Gunn being back. I think that's cool and all. I don't, other than maybe starting some kind of corporate power trip, I don't see what good it would do for them to have the titles.
Yeah. I feel that could be where they're going, possibly. Apparently on SmackDown, like, the Shield and the New Age Outlaws all came out to take out Punk.
Yeah. And then
so,
Kane
like,
got in and, yeah.
There's this huge conglomerate of people now.
And that's great. It's good TV.
Yeah. The difference between them and any other, like, special appearance is that they actually work for the company. They're agents. Yeah. They're on the road anyway. So I don't think they'll have an issue with that particular thing. I think it's cool that the New Age Outlaws are kind of part of the Authority now. I just think it's kind of cool how there's, like, this mixture of Evolution and DX. You know what I mean? Where it's like Shawn Michaels is on Triple H's side, the New Age Outlaws are on Triple H's side.
Yeah, Triple H.
Randy Orton is on Triple H's side.
I mean, it's good things. I think maybe it's starting to recreate a certain storyline that has been done in the past in a little bit different manner.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, I'm going to say the Outlaws.
You think so? You think they're going to go for that number 6?
The only reason I say unfortunate is because I really do enjoy seeing Goldust and Cody Rhodes with the titles, but they've had them a while.
But they say, whoever they are, that the money's in the chase. And so if it comes down to it, it could be the New Age Outlaws as the champs going into WrestleMania to face the Brotherhood for those tag team championships. You know, roll it back a few months back. Cody Rhodes and Goldust, they didn't have jobs. Cody Rhodes lost his job when he got in the face of the Authority. Yeah. So it's kind of like a full circle.
Yeah, no.
Kind of thing.
That's what I'm saying. I feel it makes sense for them to lose it to the New Age Outlaws. I don't see it going any other way, unfortunately.
Because I think if the Brotherhood lose the titles, then, like, the fans can get even more behind them than they already are by, you know, constantly getting knocked down to watch them get back up and eventually have that huge tag team title match at WrestleMania. So I'll agree with you and say I think the New Age Outlaws will pick it up.
Next match.
It's going to be Daniel Bryan versus Bray Wyatt 1-on-1. Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, they're in the Royal Rumble. They don't have to worry about that.
I feel like this is going to be freak. I don't want to watch the Royal Rumble anymore.
Why? What? Why not?
It's going to be a heel pay-per-view.
You think?
Yep.
Even with the Rumble being what it is?
It's going to be a heel pay-per-view. Depending on whether or not they decide they want to keep this storyline going, which I feel they will, Daniel Bryan cannot win that match.
Well, he did go over on him tonight.
Which is
Took him out, which is a good sign.
Exactly.
It's a good sign that he will not win tonight.
And I feel like they're going to keep that storyline going, and if that's going to happen...
Bray needs to win.
Yes.
It's a good call.
But, I mean, who knows?
I want to elaborate on the Daniel Bryan possibly not even being in the Rumble. In the main Rumble match. Because he made it... Because this is what Daniel Bryan said. He said, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, they're going to be in that Rumble match. It's going to leave me and Bray to our own devices. So, makes me think, if that's the case,
keep in mind,
Bray Wyatt's not going to be in the Rumble. Is Daniel Bryan going to be?
Bray Wyatt's first singles competition at a pay-per-view.
No. Kane versus Bray Wyatt in an Inferno match.
Oh, yeah, because Kane came back.
Right. Yeah. So, what Daniel Bryan said there makes me think he may not be even in the Royal Rumble. Which kind of, it's like he was our main choice to win the Rumble.
So sad.
So sad. So sad.
But
yes,
that means options have opened.
Mm-hmm. For other superstars.
Yes.
Next match on the card, Big Show versus Barack Lesnar. Lesnar.
Yes.
Lesnar.
Frank, I don't want to watch this pay-per-view now.
It's gonna be Brock. It's gonna be Brock.
Yes, it is. It's going to be Brock, and I am not happy about it. We're going to do a podcast after that pay-per-view on Sunday,
yeah.
And all I'm going to do is cry. You're going to talk, and I'm going to be back here in the background crying.
That is unless the winner of the Royal Rumble is huge.
The only thing that's not predictable about this pay-per-view so far is the Rumble and who's going to win.
I mean... but the thing is...
Cena Orton, sort of up in the air, sort of. But I'm still going to lean over to Orton.
Yeah.
Like, Lesnar Big Show, Lesnar all day long. Wyatt, Bryan, Wyatt all day long. Brotherhood versus New Age Outlaws, New Age Outlaws. It's just...
I mean, it's not necessarily...
Heel. That's what's going on right now, and I don't like it.
Oh, yeah. I think we might be wrong with the Brotherhood and New Age Outlaws thing.
That is the only thing we might be wrong
because unless they're going for, like, all of the matches prior to the Rumble will be heel, and then face Royal Rumble winner, let the fans go home happy kind of thing.
Assuming the Rumble's the last match.
This year, I think they're going to go back to that style.
I would assume. But we don't want to go making guarantees. The idea, and with the card being what it is, I would say that that's probably correct, unless some kind of crazy something or other is going to happen during that world title match.
Yeah.
I would say that that's correct.
Which, that title match is probably, out of all of these matches, I'm the least excited for.
Yep.
Which is very bad.
Very bad.
I'm the least excited about their WWE World title.
The only thing that can make me excited about that match is to know that John Cena will walk out of that Royal Rumble with the title. Not even because I'm a Cena mark. It's simply because I just despise Randy Orton that much. I'm sick of hearing him cry and complain while he's holding 2 title belts.
And while the rest of us are sick of seeing Cena win and win.
But now
quite frankly, I don't want either of these people as the world champion.
Yeah, I know. And so there's just no winning for me, no matter what happens in that match. So.
And I think that's how it goes for the fan who is kind of sick of getting the continuous Cena Orton stuff. This is why Orton's gonna win this, because if Cena wins this, that means we have another month of Cena Orton. Do you really want that? You have to think. Do you want Cena to be the champion, or do you want 1 month more of Randy Orton?
I don't want no more. I don't want any more of Orton. Period. I don't see why. I don't see why John Cena winning would mean because of the rematch.
Automatic rematch clause every time. Every time. It's just I'm done with Cena Orton. It's been 3 months or so.
Numerous times.
Yeah, and it's just like, let's move on. Like this will be the last time, and if Cena loses, that cuts him off of the world title stuff
For
a
couple months.
Yeah, until after WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So he can do his thing, whatever that is, which is still kind of blurry.
See, that's the other thing, is I feel like he needs to be in the title picture at WrestleMania, just because there's not really anything else going on that you can put him in.
I think no, that's not true.
Like
Taker, Cena, Brock.
Has that? Did they
Cena,
do? Did they do? They're not doing Cena.
Batista.
Brock. They've already done Cena Brock.
They could do a Cena Batista thing. They could do Cena Brock Lesnar. They could do Cena Taker.
They won't do Cena Brock.
You don't think they'll do Cena Brock?
No, they just did that at SummerSlam or whatever Extreme Rules last year.
That was 2 years ago.
What?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah. That was like last year's Slammies. They talked about that match.
What?
Yeah.
Holy crap. Like
I think a Cena Batista would be cool.
That would be. Picking up where they left off, sort of a thing.
Yeah.
Batista would be like, bro, it's your fault I left in the first place. You
but it all
got bone to pick with you.
And that just all depends on where they want to go with Batista. If he wins the Rumble, if he doesn't win the Rumble, where that goes and such and whatnot. Alright, so that brings us to the Rumble match. The biggin. 30 men will enter, 1 man leaves.
Alright.
There can be
still
only
gonna say,
one.
I'm going to have hope and say that Bryan just surprise enters the Rumble and wins.
Mm-hmm.
Because then that sets up our hopeful Bryan Orton at WrestleMania thing.
Yeah, I think Orton will go over on Cena at Royal Rumble, and if Bryan wins, then it would be kind of like the Authority versus...
Yeah.
Basically,
I'm
WrestleMania is going to be Authority versus somebody.
Punk or Bryan.
It's kind of like...
Punk or Bryan. Those are the options.
Yeah, I don't think Punk will win because of his struggles with the Triple H.
That's the thing. Right now...
But it could lead to like a Punk Randy Orton for the title. That would be cool.
Yeah.
Like the Authority versus the Anti-Authority.
Yeah, we're gonna step into the rumor mill here.
Uh-oh. Rumor mill time.
Yeah!
There's supposedly a secret entrant. A former WWE WCW.
Not a dubba.
Doing my Gene Okerlund at WCW.
There's supposed to be somebody from WCW who was also WWE involved. Which just reminded me now it's not going to be Sting. That's dumb. Sting was not in the WWE ever.
Yeah, you're right.
For those of you that are wondering what the frick we're talking about, we're going to bring you up to speed real quick. Like
on the TNA, on the Impact Wrestling.
The TNA Izzle.
Magnus versus Sting. If Sting wins, he gets the championship. If Magnus wins, Sting has to leave TNA for good. And we're spoiler free here,
yeah.
But we can pretty much almost 99% confirm that Sting's gone.
Logic would say Sting's out of here. Sting's contract, if that was the actual issue, is done with TNA. He has no legal obligation to the TNA company.
Right.
And so me and Chris were talking about how that is extremely convenient timing for said Rumble. But
then again,
I mean, there's not anything saying he couldn't.
Yeah.
But it's not likely.
Because I don't think TNA does the no compete stuff like that WWE does. Because whenever WWE releases a superstar, they have a 90-day no compete clause, so they can't do any like TNA, Ring of Honor. They can't go to any of those places. But I don't think TNA does that. So Sting could like jump ship if he wanted to. Anyone who's anybody in wrestling and knows they're wrestling, they want to see the ultimate match, the ultimate dream. It's Sting versus The Undertaker. The match that sends the shivers down the spine just talking about it.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Golden match. That would bring so much money to so many people. And like that's a record-setting match. Like
especially since you're bringing back all those people who watched back in the day. They're going to want to see that match.
Yeah.
And so you're getting some buku bucks.
Yeah.
Buku bank.
Yeah. And so that's like, in terms of money and business, it's not a bad decision to make for anybody. It's really just a matter of Sting stepping it up and
doing one
for taking one for the team. But if you want me to get real serious and give you my ideas as to who is more likely to show up,
let's get back to the Rumble.
Goldberg.
Goldie
tops the list.
Goldberg,
or I'm gonna steal yours, DDP.
DDP.
It's me. Cool. It's DDP.
Yeah, those
are my two.
I think that's a good. Those are two good possibilities.
And if you want my hopeful, I'll just throw Scott Steiner in there just to be cheesy.
And one person who I think might also make an appearance, because they usually do a few. Yeah. They do at least 2 or 3 surprises. Last year's was Jericho, Goldust, and The Godfather. And this year...
Surprise Godfather. Holy crap.
This year, I think one of those special surprises is going to be the Snake.
Jake the Snake.
Because he made his little appearance at Old School Raw, and I think that, I listened to an interview with Jake the Snake in it, and he was saying that was like his main goal.
Was to get to the Rumble.
To get to just be in that Rumble. I think it's a very high possibility we're going to see Jake the Snake Roberts lace them boots up and get in that ring.
Get in the ring.
Hit that DDT, get eliminated by somebody. The Shield.
Agree.
Or somebody.
Yeah, I agree.
I think Jake the Snake's a big possibility. I think DDP is like...
DDP Yoga?
We saw him. We've seen him the last couple years. Last Old School Raw before the one that we just saw. He was there. We saw him this year at Old School Raw. I think... Or, well, no. It was the 1000th Raw that we saw DDP. Yeah. Or it was in that time. Remember? The Slater haters? And everyone was coming out and taking out Heath Slater. And
yup.
DDP was one of the Slater haters.
Yup.
So I think DDP's a good chance. I think Jake the Snake. I think Goldberg is sort of 25%.
It needs to happen.
Maybe the rumor isn't as big as we think. I mean, we might be putting a little too much hype behind this special WWE WCW guy. Who could it be?
I can respect that. So
that's the Rumble.
Yeah. I'm really excited.
Let us know if the special edition of the Go Home Show sold it for you. You can follow me, and you can tweet me at TheRefIsBlind on the Twitter.
He's going to do that every time.
The Twitter. Where can they catch you, my good man?
Same place, Twitter, at Rich Country. Hit me up. I'll be there. I will respond.
You didn't have a Dr. Pepper this time, and I'm a little sad.
Dude, I haven't had sleep.
This is true.
So, I am not firing on all cylinders
I
here.
think both of us have had some rough goes here. So I feel you, brother.
But we're dedicated. We're here. We're getting the show done. Doing our thing. And with that, I think it's time to go home.
Let's go home.
Let's get out of here.
Double swerve!